Hello, my name is Lili St. Christopher. I'm the founder of the Collegebound Village platform, and I want to welcome you to the 7-day Money for College challenge. I want to talk to you about what the challenge is, give you some insight into the Collegebound Village, and introduce myself. My goal for you is that after the introduction, you will jump into the challenge and join us because this will be life changing. So let's get started. Okay, so what is the challenge? So, what it is a self directed 7-day challenge. So, if you are stressed out about the college process, if you need scholarships, internships, or grants for you or your student, if you need a support system to help you along the way, or just need some strategies for reducing current student loans, you are in the right place. Let me introduce myself specifically. So, I'm Lili St. Christopher, and I started this journey back in 1995 when I graduated from Washington University in St. Louis, Missouri, with a bachelor's degree in business administration. So, if you have been following along my journey, you will know that I am originally from East St. Louis, Illinois. I am, again, one of those people who started college right out of high school. I had received a full tuition scholarship, so I was blessed with a scholarship. And at the time, the tuition at Washington University back in 1991 was between $16,000 and $18,000. I still ended up taking out about $23,000 in student loan debt. Mainly, that was housing, books, fees, all the other stuff. And when I graduated in 1995, I had about $23,000 in student loan debt. And I am happy to say that over the next 10 years, with the help of my husband and our hard work, we were able to pay that off. So I have been working in financial services for the last 25 years. I've been with two primary companies, and so I feel very qualified to work in this space of college tuition, helping students with their crafting opportunities for them to get their loans down as well as get their debt down. Um, Went back to college myself after working in financial services over 25 years, and I earned my master's degree in business administration. You hear people talking about the MBA, that's what that is. And in 2018, I graduated with no debt, no college debt, with my MBA. So that was the first really time in my life that I had gone back and earned a degree with no debt. The second time that this has happened, where I helped someone, was related to my son. But before I go to the next slide, I just want to acknowledge my daughter. This is when I graduated back in 2018. And my daughter was able to be there with me, along with my husband, who's not featured in this photo. But that was a special moment because at the time, let's see, Layla would have been, in elementary school, so probably in about fifth grade. All right, so then after I went back to college debt free, my son graduated in 2019, and he earned over $500,000 or $500,000 in scholarships. And because he did that, and I was able to help him along the way, I received a lot of questions about, well, how did he do that? What was the process? And so I started a Facebook group called the Collegebound Village. And in that Facebook group, I started to answer questions from my friends and family who were on Facebook about his journey and specifically how he went about the process. We worked together. Of course, he was extremely diligent in the process, and he ended up accepting two specific scholarships. One was a full ride from the University of Missouri St. Louis, the other was a full tuition scholarship from the Air Force ROTC. And so that Facebook group has continued to thrive. And currently, we just exceeded a milestone of over 4,000 members. It's free, it's a private Facebook group. So if you are interested in joining, feel free to do that. Even if you don't take this challenge, we would love to have you in our Facebook group. But we would also love to have you participate in this challenge too. So let me talk a little bit more about what the challenge is. As I said, it's self-directed. It is 7 days, and each day you will receive information on the different modules related to the scholarship. So the first module is going to be about beginning with the end in mind. And in that module, on the first day, or module 1, you will be specifically talking about why do you or your student want to go to college, few information and details about the different ways to finance college. And then you'll also get a worksheet. So each of these days, you will have a video, you will have a resource links, and a worksheet that you can print off and go through individually with either you by yourself or you and your student, but it is intended to help you to reinforce the learning. Module 2 is going to be about deadlines, scholarship websites, and abundant mindset. Oh my. And these are specific deadlines related to the college process. When I say scholarship websites, it's not just scholarships, there's also other ways that you can finance college. And then mindset. I believe that mindset is extremely important, and you'll learn a little bit about how I think about mindset when it comes to scholarships and money for college. Module 3 is about bridge programs. I have not only, both of my students have participated in bridge programs and benefited from those. Module 4 is about the Common Black College Application, CBCA, and the Collegebound Village is a sponsor of the CBCA College application. So you'll learn more about how we connect with that. Free Community College is Module 5, and that is also going to be beneficial for most of us, because the majority of the states have a community college option. So we'll get into that. Module 6 is the Gates Scholarship, and that is a specific scholarship. So you'll learn a little bit more about that scholarship. And then Module 7 is the wrap up and next step. So that means that at the end of the 7th day, you will have an opportunity to learn a little bit more about how you can continue to connect with the village and what we have as we go into the month of April and the next part of this year. Now, just to go back and reset about the Collegebound Village. Even if you don't take the challenge, and of course I hope you do, I also want you to know that there are different ways to connect with the village. So if you're on Facebook, as I mentioned, we have a page and a group. The page, you can go and follow us on Facebook, and the group, you can join our group, which is free and private. If you're on other forms of social media, we also have an Instagram page that you can follow us on Instagram. We post content daily that is related to money for college and resources. We also have a club in Clubhouse. And in our club in Clubhouse, over the last year or so, we were meeting every Wednesday and Sunday evening. And that was at around 7 o'clock p.m. Going into this year, we will start back meeting in the Clubhouse in the month of April. So if you are watching this and listening, then stay tuned for that as well. In the years of 2020 and 2021, we sent out a newsletter every Sunday with additional information. We are no longer sending out weekly newsletters, but at the end of this challenge, you will find ways to connect with us related to the newsletter, which is no longer weekly, but it will be monthly later this year. We also have a YouTube channel, feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel, a podcast. And we're excited about the podcast, which we'll be rebooting this summer. And then we also have daily, we have prayer every Monday right now, and that prayer is at 7 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time. If you're interested in praying with us, and our prayers are for our students, they're for our parents, and we just undergird the village with prayer. You can reach out also and email me at lily@collegeboundvillage.org, and I'll send you the Zoom link. That's a virtual Zoom prayer call. We also have a texting feature that you can learn more about at the end of this challenge. And of course, you can follow us on Twitter. So those are the 10 ways to connect with the village, to connect with us in a way that we would love to have you as part of our community as well. And then the other thing I do want to talk about is that we have had a scholarship. So the first year of the Pastor Carl Prue Senior Memorial Scholarship, that is, he's my dad. I have 7 siblings, and we got together along with my mom, who is now 88 years young, and we were able to provide scholarships. So the first year was 2020. We gave away $500 to Deja Thompson, and then $250 to Leah McDonald in 2020. In 2021, we had a grand prize winner, Jonathan Williams, who received $1,000, and he attends Stanford University as well. We also gave away several $100 honorable mentions to students throughout the U.S. who were part of our scholarship. So that's another way to connect with us. We will have another scholarship this year. Stay tuned as we provide that information later this year. So I just want to thank you. I hope this helps you to better understand what the challenge is. I would encourage you to join us if you're interested in learning more about how you can connect with the village. The challenge is going to be going on in the rest of the month of March, and then you can continue to find out more about it at the end of the challenge on the 7th day. Thank you so much. And if you have questions about this video or about ways to connect with the village, feel free to follow up and email me, Lili St. Christopher, at lily@collegeboundvillage.org.